Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, or Chachrash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. There's going to be another video through the Spirit. Alright, and for this one, a thought that came to mind, and we're going to be going to Google Map to check it out. Alright, it says, how much of the earth do humans occupy? Alright, now, you know that he loves to lie. But these numbers, we're going to go take a look. It says humans compromise a very small share of life on Earth, 0.01% of the total, and 2.5% of animal biomass. Okay. So we'll click down. We'll click this one. It says, how much land on Earth is inhabited? This is back in 2016, and I'm going to show you why I'm getting to this, because I was out earlier this week for work. I had to head to the country, and I'm just seeing miles and miles of land in every direction. But this man he has us crunched shoulder to shoulder in these cities, and the scriptures command directly against that. All right, we're actually going to be starting here in Isaiah chapter 5 and getting these two verses. All right, because here it is: the Heavenly Father set up a land Sabbath. All right, you live in a certain place for a certain amount of time, and you shift around. And when it comes to your farm life, you can't just be constantly reaping one area over and over and over. You'll drain the land. Imagine using your right arm to just keep throwing a punch. Eventually, you're gonna burn your goddamn shoulder out. All right, the same concept with the land. All right, so starting here, Isaiah 5 and 8, it says, woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. All right, we're going to jump down to verse 10. But right there in verse 8, this man in these cities has us shoulder to shoulder, all right, so that he can control us and manipulate us. Meanwhile, these areas that we're living in, they're degrading. Because when you have millions of people concentrated in these metropolitan areas, you're just constantly just ripping up the earth, all right? Slaughtering all the animals by unfathomable numbers just to feed everybody, fat asses. Because instead of everybody having their own land being separated out getting their own food, you got a whole bunch of non-active obese sons of guns sitting shoulder to shoulder begging for some food. And what you're going to cause is what? As it says, to they be placed alone in the midst of the earth. Because at the end of it, you're going to end up destroying every goddamn thing until it's just you. And that's how with this man, we're seeing it. We're seeing the effects of not following the scriptures. And when you jump down to verse 10, what is the result of living like this, shoulder to shoulder? It says, 10 acres of vineyard shall yield one bath, and then seed of an omer shall yield an ephah. All right, so basically, we're getting less effect from the earth because of how we're living. Salakia. And also, the curse that is upon Esau, Edom's seed, the fact that the earth will not be at her full strength as long as he's in power, as long as he is in power. So he's destined to fall. All right, I'm just getting this to show you, the law. Then we're going to go back to, some of them numbers. Exodus 23 and 10, it says, in 6 years thou shalt sow thy land and shalt gather in the fruits thereof. But in the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie still, that the poor of thy people may eat. And what they leave, the beasts of the field shall eat. In like manner thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and with thy olive yard. All right, so like I said, 6 years, you do all your farming of an area or making use of an area. The 7th year, you let it chill in the way that the Lord set it up. If you were to let it chill, that 6th year, the Lord would, let me see. Yep, so right here, Leviticus 25 and 20. Because this is the common rebuttal. Oh, well, we can't just not do nothing for a year. Well, you don't have any faith. All right, Leviticus 25 and 20. It says, and if ye shall say, what shall we eat the 7th year? Behold, we shall not sow nor gather in our increase. Then I will command my blessing upon you in the 6th year. Salakia, then I will command my blessing upon you in the 6th year, and it shall bring bring forth fruit for 3 years. And ye shall sow the 8th year, and eat yet of old fruit until the 9th year, and her fruits until her fruits come, and ye shall eat of the old store. Right there. So the way that this planet is set up, if you did observe it, the Lord would allow it on that 6th year, enough fruit and basically sustenance would be produced for you to last. That's just how it is. But since we don't do that, what happens? All right, so let's come back to this real quick. It says, how much of the land on earth is covered by humans? It says approximately 10%. It says this question is an interesting one because when my friend asked me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's jump. It says right here, if you can see, one of the numbers says 70.8%. It's covered by water. All right. I'm just getting some of these numbers, So, the statistics are a little bit different. But basically, we're on a small part of the earth. All right. But when you come and look at Google Maps, all right, and I'll use my area for reference, and I'm zoomed out enough so you can't tell where I stay. All right. But you look at Michigan, right? Now you look at the majority of this state and it's green. And I've traveled around a lot of the state because I travel for work. Once you get out of the cities, this place is covered in fucking grass and trees. But when you zoom in, let's zoom into a city like Grand Rapids. All this white area that you're seeing, these are the areas that Esau Edom has destroyed and laid concrete and roads everywhere, which is where we're living shoulder to shoulder, and which is why we're suffering in, apartment to apartment, little house to little house, sewer to sewer, going through all this turmoil. But when you zoom out, you see what? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is good green fucking Slakia, good green earth. All right. Why would you put people in these concentrated areas? This isn't by accident. This man E is doing this on purpose. You zoom in once again, you look at the area of Lansing. The closer you get to the inner cities, the bigger metro areas, which Lansing is a metro area, they have a college out there. What do you see? More concrete, things lacking life. The green is representative, of the nature, the trees, the grass, the water. You zoom in, what do you see? On the white, that's concrete, that's streets, that's buildings, that's your Walmarts, that's your car dealerships. All right. There's all this earth that we're not utilizing because this devil has us compact, shoulder to shoulder, so he can control us. All right. Now let me see. Oh, Saginaw, another little area, concreted out, but surrounded by greenery. All right. So when you really look at the grand scale of this world, y'all, much, we're just dealing in the United States right now. Much of this world is still untouched. But the way that he has us living, you think that the way that we live here in America, everyone is living, and it's not like that. This is a system set up to purposely trick and trap you. All right, we'll go look at some more areas, but let's do this real quick. Right here, I want to get this because eventually this man is going to be kicked off the seat. All right, Sirach 10:4 says the power, and I could start up, y'all know it, this chapter, but we'll start at verse 4. It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And the one that is profitable is going to be who? Yahushai, all right, with the elect. Those are going to be that's going to be the true, final, and only profitable kingdom on this planet, because all the other kingdoms don't know how to fucking rule. Here it is. We got all this. Let's go back to the maps. We got all this good green earth. You come over here to, let's go see what's going on in the homeland real quick. Let's see what he's doing to our to the homeland, y'all. You zoom, even just from looking outwards, a lot of the grass is gone. You still have this strip of greenery going up right here, going down. All right. The way that this man is living, he's not profitable for the earth. All this should be green. All right, but when you living in wickedness, it starts to make the planet decay. Animals start getting the hell out of Dodge because their natural habitats and environments are being destroyed and torn the hell up. All right. This is our holy land. All this is supposed to be green. All right, these are the real cities, y'all. Bethlehem, Hebron, Nazareth. All right, now where they say that they are today, may be off to where they were anciently. He likes to switch shit up. All right, but you have Ashdod. All right, Gaza, Beersheba. All right. Look at it. This is brown. This is dust. This is dust and rock over there. This is supposed to be green. This is what happens when a person who is evil rules over the world. It sends out a literal vibration that causes an effect on Earth. So while we over here struggling and kicking rocks in the dirt and sand and concrete, you got all this being underutilized. All is green, y'all. All is green. And you up in the city arguing with your baby mama in a little 1-bedroom apartment, and there's just millions of land not being touched and used all over this earth. And this is what us, the Israelites, this is what we're going to get rulership over. All right, you come to, what is that, Isaiah, what is that, 60 and 21. Yep. Says, thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time. All right, what land are we going to inherit? All right, first and foremost, the Holy Land, but ultimately what? All of the planet Earth. All right. And it says what? A little one shall become 1,000. You're not going to become 1,000 in your 2-bedroom apartment in downtown. You're not going to become 1,000 in your suburb, or you have to travel 20 minutes to get to Walmart to eat GMO foods. All right. And the whole way there, you breathing in fucked up chemicals that's going to make sure you die or at least catch cancer by the age of 58. All this is going to be broken up and pushed out of the way. And we're going to start living on this planet according to how the Bible says, not according to what the white man told you is cool or convenient. All right. Convenience is death. God damn it. All right, Micah 4 and 13. All right, damn. Wait a minute, slow up here. Okay, yep, Micah 7 and 13. It says, notwithstanding, the land shall be desolate because of them that dwell therein, for the fruit of their doings. All right. So living in a bunch of wickedness, it starts to make the land decay. All right. Which, matter of fact, just to show this example, when you're not living in righteousness, all right, the land literally, especially specifically the Holy Land, but all of the planet Earth, its quality is degraded. It shows you that all over, was that second Esdras, he was talking to the angel that was representing for the Lord. He's telling him, the earth is just going to be getting weaker and weaker and weaker as time passes, and that's where we're at. So we're going to have to reverse that, and we're going to be living the correct way. All right, now this is dealing when these heathens moved into our land. Start right here, 2 Kings 17 and 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Cutha and from Ava and from Hamath and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Lord. Therefore the Lord sent lions among them, which slew some of them. All right, so they weren't observing many of the proper biblical standards of life. All right, so the Lord said, y'all at least gonna act halfway right. These were the heathens taking our land. All right, so just imagine the effect that this is having on the planet. You fucking wonder why you look up and the sky don't look the same no more. You look at the bird, this nigga walking with a limp and a goddamn cane, smoking a cigarette, talking about his back hurt. This shit is through, man. All right. This earth is missing the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, which is about to come back soon. Verse 26. Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, the nations which thou hast removed and placed in the cities of Samaria know not the manner of the God of the land. Therefore he hath sent lions among them, and behold, they slay them, because they know not the manner of the God of the land. Then the king of Assyria commanded, saying, carry thither one of the priests whom ye brought from thence, and let them go and dwell there, and let him teach them the manner of the God of the land. Then one of the priests whom they had carried away from Samaria came and dwelt in Bethel, and taught them how they should fear the Lord. All right, so that's what this earth is missing, how to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And those who truly fear, all right, here soon is about to be the elect that are delivered and saved out of this captivity. And those are the ones who are going to be profitable for the earth, so that this condition that we're living in can fucking cease. We're going to show you heathens how to do this, all right, how to rule all this. All this good green not being utilized. Meanwhile, you putting us body to body in all this concrete. Let's look at where my England brothers at. There you go, London. You got all this green over there, right? And they got the brothers over there catching hell in this concrete. All that London. Sweating in these factories, getting into car accidents, all right? Arguing with your baby mama because the apartment's too small and you got too many kids now. Meanwhile, we got all this planet. Come on now, you know, this shit gonna stop. All right, so let me give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rachakorash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, wa Akwath, learning and teaching truth and sincerity. I'm gonna say Shalom.